Hello, everyone, and welcome to TYT Sports. We're talking boxing, as always, with Britton. Oh, wait, no, Britton's not in. It's Jimmy Dore.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. It's Britton Hart and Jimmy Dore's body. Jimmy, what's going on?
I'm ready. We're here to talk about Broner, right?
Broner and Maidana, yes.
And,
Broner
and
Maidana.
then the undercard, too, we'll talk about it. But
we're not trying to waste Jesus Godoy's time, so maybe we'll get to it.
Okay. Well, Thurman, it's an important fight. I think people are going to enjoy it.
All right, so we'll get to that in just a moment.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Adrien Broner, he's coming off a win in Brooklyn against Paulie Malignaggi. Now, we were split on that, basically.
No, I thought it was obvious that Broner won, but...
barely, though. I thought barely. 115, 113 was totally fine with me.
Yeah, okay. But that's okay. That's still 7 rounds to what?
7-5.
Yeah, 7-5.
Yeah, I mean, you had to give it to Broner because he landed the harder punches, but there were times where he took half of rounds off, maybe 45 seconds at a time, and that's totally unacceptable.
I'm not a Broner fan.
Okay, are you a Malignaggi fan?
No. Worse.
Okay, all right. So you're a little bit objective on this. For me personally, when I was watching that, and tell me what you thought about this, Malignaggi was putting in work. He was fighting his ass off in that fight.
I actually turned to my wife during that fight and I said, "Is Adrien Broner turning me into a Paulie Malignaggi fan?"
Seriously?
Yes, because I started to root for him.
Oh.
I was like, "Go ahead, beat him up, beat him fucking up right now."
But he couldn't, and that's the problem.
And that's the problem. He's got no power, right? So I mean, can he get in?
7 knockouts, I believe, 5 or 7 to his resume.
And 3 of them were against his sister. The point is. Why can't they teach you how to have a little power?
No.
Can you go to a Bruce Lee school or something and they teach you how to do it? Anyway, it's just weird that Paulie Malignaggi, because I do like that he jabs a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I like
he
that
loves working off the jab.
It's amazing how many boxers don't use the jab.
Meanwhile, some of them rhymes with jab. Zab Judah. Horrible fight.
Well, he did
Did Zab Judah even try?
He fucking didn't even show up for that fight. It was the same thing. So I think Paulie Malignaggi, he brings other fighters down to his level.
You really think so?
Well, you explain those 2 fights back to back, right?
I can't explain the Broner fight because I was waiting for him to just be like, all right, you know what? I know I have the power. I know I have the speed.
Walk through
you know what? I'm just going to fuck him up whenever I want to. And he didn't. He chose not to do it for some odd reason. In the Judah fight, Zab was never there.
Never.
You see his pops going, come on, you got to work the 1-2, bang, 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 bang. He'd be like, all right.
So what is that, Ricky? What is it when a guy won't fucking throw his hands?
Okay, so Britton and I were watching the fight together, and he basically told me he's gun shy. He keeps doing the pop and the double jab, but it's so far away from his opponent. And then he starts second guessing himself when he's throwing that second pop jab when it's not hitting. He's trying to measure his distance, but he's gun shy. For some reason, he's just shot and he's gun shy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, why don't you let whenever I see a fighter not let his hands go, I kind of understand. Okay, the other guy's hitting him harder.
Yeah.
But Paulie's not.
No.
He's not gonna. He can hit you all day. He's not gonna knock you out. So why wouldn't Zab Judah just walk through that guy? Just like Broner.
Because he's gun shy. He's gun shy. He doesn't want to get hit.
Okay.
And he doesn't want to give. He wants to give the beating. He can't allow his mind to go forward and just say, you know what? If I eat a few punches from Paulie Malignaggi, sure, I'm still gonna throw.
He's no Kirkland. Tell you that way.
No, he is certainly no Kirkland.
But it just shows you the game is won up here more of the times than not.
Absolutely.
No more times than not.
Fantastic point. So Broner is 24 years old. He's already won in 3 weight classes. He's fighting Marcos Maidana.
He's talking big too.
Doesn't he always?
Big. Well, he's like he's going to be the next Mayweather.
Yeah, he's basically like, all right, when Mayweather retires,
he's not that good.
I got boxing. I'm going to be cool. Boxing's going to be fine with me. I mean, let me ask you this. Now, don't give your prediction yet. Don't tip your hat. Broner's 27-0. Maidana's only lost 3 fights. They both have a very, very impressive resume of knockouts. But let me ask you this. Can Broner sort of use that Philly shell defense and try to knock away Maidana's power and not get hit by Maidana? Maybe slow down.
Everybody thinks so. I mean, everybody that I read says that the Broner's is going to be an easy fight for him. I don't see.
No, I don't either.
I don't see. I think Maidana. I'm rooting for Maidana. I don't like him, and I'm rooting for him to beat.
You don't
Broner.
like anybody.
I don't like. It's more times than not. It's about who I hate less.
Gotcha.
And with boxing.
Okay.
And in this time, it's definitely that. And I'm not a Broner fan. Are you?
It's
Even
hard.
though I know you met him.
No, I didn't meet him.
You didn't meet him?
No.
Oh.
No, I didn't meet him.
Who did you meet that you got a picture with at the Grove?
Andre Berto.
Oh, Berto. Oh,
nice guy.
Yeah,
Very humble guy.
I like Berto.
With Broner,
actually, no, there's a guy I like.
Well, we could talk about that when we get to Sotocados. With Broner, I like his style. I think that he's very, very talented, and he is gonna. It's weird to say, but he might take over boxing because he might be the biggest name once Pacquiao and Mayweather retire, because I don't really know who's going to be this impressive and this talented as he is. But with Broner, it's something about me watching his fights where I'm saying, you know what? He gets hit by one power punch. I mean, his hardest test was Paulie Malignaggi, who can't knock anybody out.
What does that tell you?
And Vicente Escobedo. I mean, like, those were tough fights, and those were cakewalks for him. So what's going to happen when he fights a guy who has the power? Not necessarily the speed. Out of anything, what I think he's going to do is mold himself after Mayweather. Not that he already has not done that. He has. But he's going to sort of stay on the outside. He's going to avoid getting hit, and he's going to counter, is what I personally think is going to happen. I mean, what do you think?
You know, we'll see. I often think that, you know, people who try to ape other people's styles doesn't often work, but we'll see what happens. It's working for him, I guess.
Certainly.
But like you said, you know, I don't think he's been tested correctly.
He has not, no.
And so I think this will be a test. I actually do. I think, you know, he's got the power in his hand. Maidana, he's got the power. So
doesn't Broner?
So let's see. Well, I mean, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what happens, though. Why didn't he fucking knock out Paul? That's the thing. Whenever a guy fights like that, I just want to see him get put on his ass.
I don't know. Maybe it's because the other guy was shit-talking just as much as he was.
Maybe,
when it was the whole girlfriend thing and Paulie was bagging it. Yeah, I remember it. It was fantastic. Maybe it's because this shit-talking was almost outdone by Paulie Malignaggi to Adrien Broner. I have no idea. I'm not in his head. I don't know. I have no idea. But let me get
my prediction is I'm predicting with my heart that Maidana will knock him out.
Really?
Yeah.
Maidana's going to knock out Broner?
That's my heart.
No fucking way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You don't think he can? What?
He can. He's not going to.
Of course he can.
He's not going to.
All right, we'll see.
All right.
We'll see.
Monopoly money. How much you want to bet?
I'll bet $50.
All right, fine, $50.
$50.
That he doesn't knock him out.
I say he does.
Yeah, okay.
Maidana.
Monopoly money, by the way. Janice Strom. So, okay, very quickly, the undercard, by the way.
I just sold a camera that I found there back here, so I have some money.
Okay, sweet. I didn't, so I don't.